Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to look at compound subjects and how they work with verbs. It's not always easy to use the right verb form with the subject of the sentence. Today we're looking at compound subjects joined together by the word or. For an example of what I mean by subject-verb agreement, you need to choose the right form of the verb for the subject of the sentence. Choosing an easy example here, we have a list of 3 verbs at the bottom: eat, eats, or eaten. What are we going to choose for the subject, she? We can see here that the time of this sentence is every day. So we can cross off some examples right away. And we're left with she eats rice for lunch every day. The verb eats agrees with the subject, she. Usually, a singular noun, like apple, will use a singular verb, falls. The apple falls from the tree. A plural noun, trees, will use a plural verb, like grow. Many trees grow in the forest. These verbs agree with the nouns. But this rule changes when there is a compound subject. A compound subject has 2 or more nouns acting as one subject. Here are some examples of compound subjects. Sally or Bob. These are 2 different people, but it's one subject. Dogs or cats. Apples or oranges. 4 students or 1 teacher. This video will teach you about compound subjects joined by or. So here's the rule for compound subjects joined by or. Choose a verb that agrees with the last noun in the subject, or the closest noun in the subject. We have a sentence here: Jerry or Bill walks with her in the morning. You can see here the subject is actually 2 different people, Jerry or Bill. And we're going to choose the verb walks that agrees with the closest noun, or the last noun, which in this case is Bill. Another example, an apple or cherries are a good breakfast. This one's a little sneakier, because an apple is a singular noun, and cherries are plural. But they're both part of one subject. So the verb is going to agree with the closest noun. Cherries are. An apple or cherries are a good breakfast. Now, of course, this means if you switch around the subject, the verb will also change with it. My neighbor or my parents take me to school. The subject here, my neighbor or my parents. The first one, my neighbor, is a singular noun. My parents is a plural noun. But we choose take because it agrees with my parents. If we switch it around the other way, my parents or my neighbor takes me to school, the verb also changes. Now, the closest subject, the closest noun in the subject is my neighbor, a singular noun. So, we choose the verb takes that agrees with this closest noun, the last noun in the subject. So remember, if a sentence has a compound subject joined by or, the verb will agree with the closest noun. And this can change if you switch around the subject. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out some other videos I've also made before.